works, but we're not giving those secrets out.
No
we're not
secrets.
giving those secrets
No
out.
secrets.
No secrets.
Oh my god. The second
so cool,
bag.
right?
I have now the complete Lego set
You
for the
have
bonsai tree.
The bonsai tree.
Thank you, thank you.
Eek. No doubt. Because you never should doubt what no one is sure about. All right.
Ooh, okay.
I was really like getting the feels on the audio, and now that I'm...
What do you mean the feels?
Because I was like testing the audio for the past like 30 minutes, and like yours...
Oh, I thought you meant like the feels, like you were getting emotional.
I was getting emotional.
Like, girl, why are we crying over the audio?
It's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
Well, you know, it's Halloween, and I get the feels because it's my favorite. And we celebrate it every day, so I didn't want to be like...
Yeah, we celebrate Halloween every day.
Every day is Halloween. Every day is spooky season. Every day is spooky season.
Of course.
Because, now, what's the thing where you're so into something, but when it's the actual day, you're like grumpy? What is it?
I don't know what you're talking about, but like I understand.
You get it. Yeah, so it's like...
It's like Christmas.
Yeah,
it's like you get so excited.
The posers are doing today. You're like, yeah, we don't do that. We don't celebrate. Yeah, I like that. It's really crazy because I was out to lunch at one of my favorite spots.
Haberdish.
Oh, that would be weird.
That would have been funny.
That would have been weird because it's
Sorry.
like I asked for today off because it's Halloween and I get to hang out with my favorite people, and it's like I'm gonna go and get lit and just get wasted and get kicked out.
They do have spooky season drinks.
Oh, nice.
They have a play on a French 75
Nice.
and then a Mai Tai.
Oh, nice.
And then I think the French 75 is like purple and has some gin in it.
Nice.
And then the Mai Tai is like Frankenstein themed, so it's green and purple. Like purpley.
I love.
The Mai Tai one is really good.
Well, I was thinking of I had asked. I love the name of all of our drinks. You know, God, there's so much to talk about.
Kitten Death Metal.
Kitten Death Metal. That is what I call Kitty.
She is
That is
Kitten
what
Death Metal.
she is Kitty Death Metal in my phone.
I love that.
Yes, and we had a chance to hang out.
Yeah, she said that Hereditary was great.
So I met this fantastic soul, and this is her mic.
Oh
She's going to join us.
Kitty is my mother.
Yes.
She's my work mom.
She's my mother, too.
Yes.
I'm her daddy.
No.
No. Oh, no. But no, we got to go out. The first time we're going to have her on the podcast soon. So I got her mic set up, and the boom's coming tomorrow. We're going to have a ton of people on here.
Spoiler alert, gotta be Hereditary.
It
since
has
y'all
to be
just
Hereditary.
watched it.
Because I told her, I said, pick your favorite. We're going to quad it. Because Conan, my tattoo artist, wants to be a part of that. So
Okay, I think that the next movie should be like our guest movie.
Yes, it's definitely going to do. Yes. Because I wanted
Creepy Connie's Corner is just going to become like the guest experience.
It's gonna
like
be
that's
so
where
good.
we should interrogate our guests. Be like,
oh yes.
What's your favorite horror movie?
What's your favorite
shine a light in their face. Tell us now.
Take your shirt off. What's your favorite horror movie?
Splashes water in their face.
Waterboard them. Yeah, the first time I met Kitty, I said I love Grimes. Pre-Elon Musk. During Elon Musk, I'm cool. Post-Elon Musk, I'm cool. But I've got this really cool picture of me on Halloween holding up. I just got out of the salon and I was holding up a magazine that it was like a Teen Beat or like a teen magazine, and it has Grimes on the cover. And the first time I met Kitty, I'm like, she looks just like Grimes. So I shadowed under her. And we food ran, and she said, you know what? I was talking to a friend, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, but you remind me of someone. And I was like, oh, my God, you remind me of someone, too. And when she told me, I thought she said Ricky Rackman, which is an old, like, metalhead that interviewed... He actually interviewed Marilyn Manson.
Ooh.
Back in the day, and he said, do you, on like Headbangers Ball, which you weren't even born then, but he interviewed Marilyn Manson, and he says, Marilyn Manson, did you actually have a rib removed
so
I
remember
you could
this rumor.
give yourself a a BJ.
He was the one who asked that?
He asked him that, and he said...
Oh, trust, I know that story.
He
Please,
said
I know the Marilyn Manson removed ribs story.
Removed ribs so he could blow himself. He said, if I could blow myself, I wouldn't fucking be here right now. And I'm like, why do you have all the greatest answers? Because
that was the perfect answer.
Even if it was pre-scripted.
Like, if I could do that, like, why would I be here?
Why would I be here
you
right
think
now?
I wouldn't be in the back? Just do it. Literally. If I had the ability. And then we're watching this.
I said, I'm going to put it on ESPN. No, I'm not, because the Yankees lost to the Dodgers last night in Game 5. And I was sad, and Lotus was hot gluing her costume today because, first of all, she can wear a costume to school now. The schools that she's always gone to, they're like, you can't wear a costume.
Oh, so they're actually allowed to celebrate Halloween.
They're allowed to celebrate Halloween. And her costume she took a Death Eater's mask that we got from Universal Studios last year, and she painted it black and put a gray, silver, upside-down cross on it. She's wearing my Killstar cloak, which... Back in the day when she was in pre-K, we went to talk to the teachers about Lotus's success in pre-K. And they said, I came in with my Killstar, like, glow in the dark. They had, like, witch symbols on them, gloves. It was the coldest day of the year. I have this cloak on, and the cloak is literally a cloak. It hangs down to my knees, and it's on, like, a triangle shape, and it has this huge hood. So I walk into this Christian-based YMCA art school, preschool, and I sit down, take my gloves off, I sit there, and I think I've got something witchy on the back of my phone, so I set my phone down. And the teachers there were lovely. They're all artists, and I'm still friends with them, with a few of them. And they said, we want to let you know that...
Just a few of them.
A few of them.
Yeah.
And just social media-wise. And the teacher says, we want to let you know, like, as they're staring at me with woe, we want to let you know that we asked Lotus what your phone number is, Jeremy. And I was like, oh, really? What is it? She said, it's here with no X. And I'm like, oh, God, that's my password for, like...
Oh, cut. Gurgle.
And then I look down at my gloves and I look at my cloak and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So they're like, yes, your phone number is 666-666-6666.
I'm surprised
like,
it's not.
Oh, my God.
Honestly,
oh my
though,
God.
I'm surprised it's not.
Well, I wouldn't want to do that because
Why?
I was going to do like
so
69
spooky.
on the back of the gloom. And then... So much to talk about. But that was the hilarious thing. So she's wearing that to school. She's like, they said no masks. I'm like, well, why are you wearing a mask? She's like, I'm going to hide it. And I'm like, why are you such a rebel? But she looked really cool. I don't know if you saw the picture. But she is so excited about Halloween.
Oh, as she should be.
She said... I want to go to my old neighborhood. That fell apart. She's going to stay in her neighborhood. And she said she's just going to terrorize the children. She's got knee pads. She's going to be running and sliding on her knees. She's got these little rings that have some type of spark material on them. They're really cool. So when she skateboards...
Like the ones of like the characters that Scarowinds have?
Yes.
When they like slide across and they spark?
Yeah, they're really cool. They're really cool.
So
she had some for... that you could put on the bottom of your... like the base of your... She should
wear the Heelys and put them on the base of her shoe.
She put them on the base of her shoe, and it was really cool. But they wore out really quickly. But yeah, Halloween is
Lotus
here.
Is a little badass.
She is. I love her so much. She's so excited. I got the gloom tinted yesterday. So pulled up. We were a little late because she wanted me to like do her hair, and her fit was incredible. And I love the fact that we pull up. We're listening to Tyler the Creator's new album, Chromacopia, which is so fucking good.
If he doesn't get like a Grammy, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, he'll slay. He even said it in the first song. Like he's whispering. He's like, I'm the baddest in this bitch.
He like, not to be one of those obsessive Tyler the Creator fans, but he is so fucking good.
He's so fucking good. The album is so fucking good. Noid is so fucking good. Take Your Mask Off is so fucking good. I had a pre-sale because Ethan and we were able to see him VIP when he came to the Fillmore.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like I've been to many rock shows. He was like, if the next person takes their fucking shirt off and shows me their boobies, I'm out of here. Stop doing it. It's distracting. It's like, I don't mind one or two, but I've seen 20 and I haven't even started the third song, and I was like, boobies? Ethan's like, maybe.
Where the boobs at,
Like,
though?
when you're in VIP at the Fillmore in Charlotte, you're side profile. So you get to see side stage, which I want to be on the other side near the sound guy because I'm like, hey, $20 if you get me the set list. Hey, if this, that, and this, at least let me fist bump them. Hey, tell the bass player that we've been talking on social media and I want to like get a picture, stuff like that. So the VIP on the other side, the coolest part is Halloween 10 years ago, maybe, Fantagram came to town. Maybe 8 years ago. It was the actual day that I had the picture with the magazine with Grimes. Funny how everything goes full circle. We go see Fantagram. We're VIP with my best friend Jay Craze. Barone, you're amazing. I love you. Thank you for listening to the podcast. And Fantagram has a sheet up the entire time. So if you're standing in front of the stage, all you see is Fantagram's silhouette.
That's so cool.
One of the songs, Someday, was dedicated to her sister who passed. And the screen fell, and it was electric because as you saw everybody go, what the fuck? I thought we weren't going to see your faces, and then after the song, the screen went back up. But we were side, so we got to see everything.
That's awesome.
Besides that, but that is wild that he's coming. I got online early yesterday. I was second in queue, and I was like, "Oh, Lotus is going to flip out because that's her guy. She loves Tyler the Creator." And
that's awesome.
We get in the queue. I'm next. It pops up. Upper Bowl, Spectrum Center, $136 a ticket, and I'm like, "Oh, I can swing that," but I don't want Upper Bowl.
Like I want to get
it's side stage too, and I want to be like in the pit. I want to be down there. And I said, well, let me go ahead and just get the tickets. And I'm not the one, but if someone was like, hey, I wasn't able to get tickets, I'm like, hey, I got these 2 tickets. I've got 4 seats. I'll sell them to you for whatever. And then I put in my information, my pass, and it says, no, this is for American Express users only. And I was like, oh.
Well, okay.
Ow. So the pre-sales go on tomorrow at 10. So I've got to be on it, but I know I'm not going to be second in queue. I'm probably going to be like 200. So I believe it's going to be like Taylor Swift type situation. The most expensive ticket's $1,300, and I know when Melanie Martinez came through, the tickets for lawn were like $23, and I was like, I don't want to sit on the lawn. And then when they resold the lawn tickets for $600. So I didn't get to see her.
Damn.
Do you like her?
I do like her.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
She's really fucking good.
She's really good. But Tyler the Creator's new album, Chromacopia, is amazing.
That's going to be hard to get tickets for at a reasonable price.
If I get on at 10 tomorrow and I can get floor tickets for, I would be willing to pay $300.
Yeah.
Just because Lotus, she's been to so many shows this past year that she's just, it's so amazing.
That's awesome.
Like I said, Yankees lose. Mm-hmm. They lost last night. It sucks. They lost to the Dodgers, but the Dodgers had better pitching, better team. We had so many eras, but the beauty of baseball, I love baseball, is if it's a fantastic game, I'm cool with it. And I went to my favorite restaurant, Loopy's, and they were all giving me big ups. They're like, oh, you got a lot of audacity wearing that hat. And it's like, what? They're like, we're kidding. We're New York Yankee fans. It's like, I didn't think I'd see anybody wearing it. And it's like, well, I'm wearing, I love the Yankees. It's my favorite. And then
my family's from New York. They're Yankees people.
Big Yankee fans. And then I'm seated. I'm almost done with my meal. And then the oldest people on earth, these 2 guys, never been the oldest people on earth, but it's their first day on earth because they're like, what is the difference between the Texas chili and regular chili? And it's like,
one's from Texas.
Would you want me to do a hamburger or a salad? Like, what the fuck? But he's like, look at that guy over there. He's got a Yankees hat on. I just looked at him, and the look I gave, I don't know. I don't remember, but I don't think they thought that I drew on my face. So when I looked over, I thought they immediately were like, oh my God, he's a gangster. He's going to kill us. Because I look like a gangster, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think? Don't answer that.
I think my silence is answer enough.
Silence is golden. Turn your phone off. You're in a fucking movie theater. So Kitty and I went and saw Hereditary.
Yes.
When I first met her, I'm all over the fucking place because I'm so excited. I love this day. I love this day. I love this day. I love that you're here. When I first met her, I asked her, what's your favorite horror movie? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't do horror movies. I have too much anxiety. And I said, well, check that off the box. You're not the one. But I asked her, kind of suggested that I had tickets to see Hereditary re-release in the theater, and she said yes, and we went, and watching this film for the second time in the theater was electric. I love how she had this like little scarf and she had it over her face the whole time because, you know, it's such a freaky movie, and to not be not say a huge fan, but to be
easily
scared and to be vulnerable, you know, not knowing what you're jumping into. Because she said, I read a synopsis of it and I'm looking forward to it, and she said she loved it. But I love the fact that I knew shit's coming, and I'm just peeking over, and I know she could see.
You're waiting for her
I'm
reaction.
waiting for her, and it was just like, you know, she's basically looking through this little scarf that she had. Like, it's just, it's so cute. It was so cute. But again, you know, the theater etiquette. 15 minutes into the movie, this lady comes in, she sits down, she's got a big bag of peanut M&Ms, she's making so much noise, she's with her straw and her drink, getting the ice, and I'm like, I'm looking over, if I'm not looking at Kitty, I'm looking at her, and I was like, there's
such a thing as movie etiquette.
It blows my mind. Like, she came in, and then it was the reclining seats, so she's like, I'm like, oh my God. And the lady that was sitting there, she had a blanket. She had her feet up. She was like, she was on her sofa. When this lady come over, she had to move her bag. This is 15, 20 minutes in. So she's already missed most of the, you know, kind of why this movie is the guts of the movie.
Yeah.
Or
like the stuff you need to know.
The stuff you need to know, yes. The character development. So this lady has to get up, move her, like, recline, move like 3 or 4 things. She's like, I mean, she was like she was on her sofa. So when she had to get up, I know she was annoyed. If you're
gonna, like, I'm cool with you doing that in a movie theater, but do that like on the inner seats so you don't have to like block people in.
Well, I would have purchased all 3 seats. It was only like $8.
That too.
It was only $8. I would have purchased all 3 seats. But the Kitty sat down and she was reclining, and then I went and grabbed popcorn and stuff for her. And then when I came back, she's like, the middle seat, the thing's broken. And I was wanting to test it to see, just because, oh, you don't want to sit beside me? You think I'm going to get handsy? Are we going to be necking? Is that what they call it? Necking? Like they're back there necking. It's a southern thing.
Yeah.
Like just kissing and making out and stuff.
Yeah.
But I never tested it to see, because that's a good ploy. It's like, how do you go to a movie without holding, or without, you know, them sitting right on top of you? Say the seat's broke. But anyway,
it's like WikiHow.
Yeah. So the wildest thing about it is
Yahoo Answers.
My stomach, like, I was eating popcorn and drinking a soda, and my stomach was growling the entire time. It was so embarrassing. So I was like, if this was a first date, I would have not had a second date. They're like, I don't know, something's wrong with him. His bowels.
Oh my God.
So I've got 2 questions for you. I'm putting you on the spot. Are you going to Scorpios tonight?
No.
God damn it.
I have class at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
There's a drag show at 10.
Girl,
I'll fucking kill you. Just because I've got C-cups and fucking glitter red ruby lipstick on.
I call everybody girl.
I know that. Get out of here.
I'm going to give you the side eye.
I'm going to give you the mesh eye. Oh. All right, second question. Now, you can't disappoint. Will you do me a huge favor?
Depends on what the favor is.
Lotus wants me to pick her up from school a little bit early, or be in the line so she can get in the gloom. Will you go with me?
How long do you think it'll take?
Approximately, once we're finished here, it's about a 15-minute drive, and then we'll sit in maybe 30, 40 car traffic, because a lot of people walk to destinations for the pickup, and a lot of people get the bus. We'll be back here by 4:45.
I can do that.
All right, cool. She would flip out. And I love the fact that last week when you were here, you got in the gloom, and Lotus was in the car, and you were the first person besides Lotus to ride in it, to ride in the gloom, and we have a ghost tied in the middle section of the hearse, and he goes back and forth going woo, woo, and then he pauses, and then he's voice activated, and Lotus is like, Sunny,
It was so good.
and then he pauses, and then you hear Lotus go, Honey, ooh. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna embarrass the shit out of her. So when we're there, it'd be cool if you hide in the back third row,
Okay.
and then I'm like, Sunny, we can't roll the windows down because I got the new tent. They said 3 days. But then she gets in the car and she's like, today sucked. Today was awful. Today was, because if I predetermined that, then I saw the future. Mm-hmm. But I know it's Halloween and I know her fit's strong. So she's going to be like, you won't believe what happened today. I got 4 numbers. And then you go boom, boom, boom. She's going to be on cloud 9 if you're there.
I'm going to come up and scream. Like, I'm just going to be like,
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
So I wanted to do 2 episodes today, but I still haven't dissected the witch all the way through. And she was to be born on Halloween, and she came 7 days later. So her birthday is this time next week. So to do the 13th on her birthday, I think was going to be really special. I think that'd be awesome. Cool. If she turned 13 on this, episode
that
13, that'd be even cooler. But I think it's cool that we're doing episode 12 on Halloween, and she turns 12 next week. And this week leading up to her birthday is my favorite because Target has everything 50% off, 75% off. Spirit has everything 50 to 80% off. Each day it changes, so we'll go and just kind of
see what we can get.
We did it last year all through the week, and one guy was like, I'm eyeballing this tree. This tree is like $600, and if it's 80% off next Friday, I'll get it. And then I'm pretty sure the guy got it, but I was like, I'm gonna buy that motherfucker just to piss him off.
Just ruin this guy's day.
He's like, I'm gonna wait tomorrow. It's 5% more off. So anyway, I'm a huge Hornets fan, and I cut a really cool dude named Cole, and his girlfriend is the social media.
One of the social media people.
I think she's the social media.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn. Okay,
and
high clientele.
They're an adorable couple, and he helps me get tickets. And if there's any time you want to go, it would be cool. So
I've been to one Hornets game since I've been to Charlotte, but it was because they were like up in the bleacher, up in the nosebleed
near
seats,
God.
And they cost me like $14.
Oh yeah. The team's good. They're 2-2. I love Mello. As you can see, you got all the Mello. The Mello. He's got the new One Loves, the MB04 One Loves. I had to get those at release because they're cute. And
because they're cute.
And I can believe it's time to dive into the world of horror. 23 minutes in, Michael Jordan.
I've met him.
Really?
Yeah, he came to my parents' restaurant and I got to serve him.
Wow.
He was pretty cool. He
is the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, yeah.
His father had it was called Jordan Auto Parts, and it was his symbol with the basketball on the wings.
Yeah.
And his brother, Michael's brother Larry, is good friends with my dad, and my dad was good friends with Michael's father. And I would go in with my dad because my dad was a mechanic, and he would get tools and stuff and things for cars to work on. And Michael Jordan's father gave me a poster that had Michael in a suit, like he was an attorney, and it said, to Jeremy, stay in school, it's cool, something like that.
Oh,
so yeah,
it's
pretty
so cool.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, Michael Jordan. So I owe everything in this next segment of the world of horror to Rue Morgue. Their new magazine is out, the 27th Halloween issue, and it's number 220 for September and October months. We have an amazing game coming out on PC called Slayaway Camp. And basically, this is Slayaway Camp 2, as the first game was designed to give you the experience of like browsing a VHS cassette. This one's more like a streaming service, so it says Netflix and kill. But you are a killer stalking teens in a sliding puzzle format with blocky Minecraft-esque aesthetics. Its sequel allows more flexible movement for the slasher to manipulate cartoony environments, more akin to early 3D console games. That's coming out soon on PC, iOS, and Android. We have a book coming out, and I'm very excited about this. It's been 4 long years since Laird Barron's last novel, Worse Angels, and a full 8 since his short story collection, Swift to Chase, which came out in 2016. A Speck of Light contains stories published between 2012 and 2024, where a good deal of Barron's writings moved from horror to neo-noir crime thrillers. This book is fire. Not a Speck of Light comes out soon, and basically it's a brush with death viewing regarding life and death in a universe where the action-packed stories are far more promoting misery and hopelessness in his activities. Burst of productivity followed by full lull has been the par of the course of this gentleman's career. Long-term ambitions play a role. He's published enough short fictions and essays to fill out 2 more books tomorrow if he wished. The meticulous art regarding his collections are serious, and I'm just going to dive in. I love the fact that he's back. And that, again, is Not a Speck of Light by Laird Barron. You're a big reader, right? I mean, because you're in school, I would beg to kind of differ, like,
yeah,
because you have to read. Like,
I have to read.
You have to read. There's a lot to read.
Yeah.
So, do you?
So, like,
part-time?
I used to read a lot for fun, but just because I read so much for school, I just like, I'm just like, I just want to not use my brain.
True.
I want to rot my brain for just a little bit, please.
So, I'm watching Grotesque on Hulu. It's amazing. FX. It's amazing.
I'm watching Teacup on
Is it a Peacock? Yeah, I hear it's great. Great. So good.
So good.
I hear it's fantastic.
Because I still am like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm on episode 5, and I'm still like, what the fuck is happening?
Wow. I'm going to dive in now that sports are over.
Go sports.
Go sports. You know, the last time the Yankees lost in the World Series, it was 2001, and it was a month after 9/11.
Conspiracy theory?
No, I wouldn't say that. But
I don't know. Anytime someone brings up 9/11, I'm like, conspiracy theory, conspiracy theory.
Well, it was Game 7 against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Yanks were up, and it's like, the world needs this. New York has to win this because of 9/11. And when they lost, it's like, well, this shit's not rigged. And then even here, it's like, you got the Brooklyn Dodgers are now in L.A. 100 years later.
Yeah.
And everyone wanted this. The 2 most powerful baseball players in the names and baseball players are battling it out. And I was like, yeah, it's going to go 7 games. It's going to go 7 games. It's going to go 7 games. We'll win.
5.
And then 5. Fuck, because you just have to say it like that. But yeah, it was like, this shit's not rigged. So I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a sequel coming. There's a sequel coming to Five Nights at Freddy's, but there's a sequel coming to this. I'm going to read this off to you, and if you get it before I say the name, I'll point to you, and you tell me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Back in 2023, A.A. Milne's beloved children's story, entered the public domain and the minds of 2 horror fans who prompted an explosion of horror movies based on children's characters of yesteryear. A young woman, confused and lost on her way to meet friends at a cabin in the woods, spies a hulking, ominous figure watching her from a distance. The figure suddenly gives chase, and the woman screams and runs. Cornered in a warehouse full of farming and logging equipment, She hides behind and is quickly found. The hulking shape grabs her by her hair, rips her shirt off. I've already said that. Take your shirt off. You're getting waterboarded. Rips her shirt off, slams her face repeatedly into a machine, and shoves her face first into a wood chipper. Chunky blood pours out, and red mist spraying all over the face of the killer.
I don't... Is that supposed to be Mickey Mouse?
No, not Mickey Mouse. It's supposed to be Tigger. Winnie the fucking Pooh.
Winnie the
Do you know there's a? Do you know Winnie the fucking Pooh?
Yeah.
Enter the Pooniverse. It says. I haven't seen the first one.
Okay, all I'm thinking of is the Winnie the Pooh ride at Disney, where you enter Tigger's stand-up comedian, where he was like, you enter Tigger's abyss. And he's like, time to bounce, motherfucker.
The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger's the wonderful thing. Oh, Pooh Bear. I love Winnie the Pooh.
Have you seen the thing where they
The thing?
where they redid the animation for Winnie the Pooh because when he was having his nightmare, he grabbed a shotgun and now he like grabs a broom.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's like in his there's like a huge storm and he's like in his nightmare and he grabs like a shotgun from under his bed to protect himself, and then like they redid the cartoon so like it was like a broom.
Jeez. I know that there's something, I could be wrong, there's something that Lotus introduced me to, and it's Winnie the Pooh, but he's like a Stephen Hawkins type. Like he's just brilliant mind and everything's prolific, and it's like somebody saying, but you're just a bear, and he's like, oh no, I'm this little legend. Blah, 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 blah.
No, I'm Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I'm Winnie the Pooh. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's pretty terrifying. I mean,
That sounds
he's at the bottom left.
hell no.
So yes,
Hell
Winnie
no.
the Pooh, the sequel is coming out soon. It shouldn't be too preachy, deep, and bleak. Just let Pooh fuck shit up, is what it says. Quote. So that comes out soon.
Just let Pooh fuck shit up.
Pooh fuck shit up. So, shout out again to Rue Morgue. We have... we're still diving into the 100 best horror movies of all times. It's going to be awesome to hear yours and see if
any of ours match.
Especially if it's like our
The
ninth
same
one, the
fucking
same
number.
Yeah. But they
Holy
released
shit.
the 50th vilest villains of the past 50 years, and I am blown out of the water. They didn't.
Who do they put as number
rate
one?
them. Huh?
They didn't rank them?
They didn't rank them.
They just
listed. But I'm sure
Lame.
that would be a lot. But I'm going to go backwards. So, the movie Bones and All from 2002, Sully. Mm-hmm. From The Ring, 2002, Samara Morgan.
The girl with the fucking hair?
With the hair.
The girl with the hair that comes out of the TV where she's like, "Ee." Yeah. Whatever.
2002, Fresh, Steve Brendan. Mm-hmm. 2009, the movie She from Antichrist. Mm-hmm. Dr. Robert Legard from The Skin, Live In, 2011. That was great.
Yeah.
And then Day of the Dead, 1985, Captain Rhodes. From The Vanishing, 1988, Raymond Lamorne. The Town, this is a good one because this is a true story. They made the movie after the serial killer. The Town That Dreaded Sundown, 2014, The Phantom Killer. Because that was about the Phantom Killer terrorized the small working town in Texarkana. And then I'm going to end with this. Pearl. Pearl from Pearl.
Pearl from Pearl. Fuck yeah, Pearl from Pearl.
I love Pearl. Pearl.
That guy's got a missile in the butt. Sorry.
This is got a missile in his butt. He's got a missile. Did you hear about the World War II vet? No. Was it? No. A man that was like 90. He was like 90 years old.
I'm so scared of what you're about to say.
He called the medics because he had a World War II artillery fucking missile, whatever the fuck you want to call it, a big ass bullet, whatever it was, in his butthole.
Like, did he put it up there for funsies?
Well, I think he's been doing it for years, but it was lodged. And
but like
the doctor,
this time he couldn't get it out.
Yeah, the doctor. But you're 90. That's pretty amazing.
Sir.
That's pretty amazing.
90 and he's still like, yeah.
He's able to do it. No.
Yeah, I need
Get in there.
It's time to show this old bullet up my butt.
I slipped. But the doctor was like, I've seen everything and I've never seen any shit like this before. Because it's like, how do you explain that when you're 90? It's like, I don't give a fuck. I just put it up there. It's like, or
I want to see what it felt like.
I slipped. How do you slip?
Well, you need like the life alert thing. Yeah. I got a bullet up the butt. Help.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I've fallen straight onto a bullet and it's now in my butt.
Ow, fuck. And that is the world of horror.
What's happening in the world of horror?
So when we last left off, Caleb woke screaming. He been
awoken.
hanged it with the witched. He made out with a witch, and he collapsed outdoors where Thomason saved him, and they had him nursing him back to health. And as Caleb screams, Mum runs in. Thomason, come! Thomason grabs Mercy's hand and they run in. Jonas being carried by father like he's a skateboard into the house. Interior, Caleb's, his eyes closed. We are seeing him aware for the first time since the witch visit. Caleb's whispering, get the broad axe and cut off a head. Get the narrow axe and cut off a head. Get the broad axe and cut off a head. Get the narrow axe and cut off a head. He gasps horrifically and looks up like at 11 o'clock and he arches his back like a cat. It's fucking nuts. It's spooky shit. Caleb, she's upon me. She kneels. My bowels, my stomach, she pinches. Caleb starts to convulse. The twins run in and Thomason grabs them to carry them away. Mercy is holding Mom is holding Caleb's arm. Caleb screams, sin, sin, sin. He arches his back and sounds gargled, sin. Father, Thomason, take the children outside. Mom, what does this to thee? What does this? She holds Caleb and starts to pull at his mouth as if there is something inside. Mom, his mouth is sealed up. Mother and father sit Caleb up and Caleb starts to bleed from his mouth. Oh God, William, get him up. Hold him. Mom puts fingers in Caleb's mouth. And that's the world of horror. Hold him. Hold him. Mother puts fingers in Caleb's mouth. Children, away from this. Thomason, help. Father is now placing a wooden stake into Caleb's mouth, like prying it open.
Jesus.
Mother, you'll break his jaws. Mercy, Father. Father takes stake away from Caleb's mouth, and now Caleb has something in it. It's round and it's bloody. Mother, what is this? A grunt and a choke, Caleb spits out a ton of blood, and from his mouth he spits. He passes out, heavily breathing.
Heavily breathing? Whoa. Whoa.
Lots of blood. Caleb's feeling a ton of blood. He spits something out of his mouth. Passes out, heavily breathing, lies down. We see the horror on Mother's face, a hard fucking cut, and we now see a lone object on the floor, stem pointing to the left, bloody as hell. What is it? An apple. Mom, I found an apple from an apple tree by the... What was it? The Valor. I have an apple tree by the Valor. So he spits out an apple. Thomason holding the twins back as they everyone's staring at this apple like it's the devil himself. And he spit out a whole... I thought at first it was an eyeball. It looked like an eyeball. But when he spits it out, it's a whole fucking apple. Mother, William, he's witched. The twins run from T. Jonas screams, 'tis she, pointing at Thomason. Thomason, no! Mercy, Oh, fuck. Mother. What horrible fancy is this? Mercy screams. She told me she stole Sam. Father. Silence. She gave him to the devil in the wood. Thomason screams. They lie. Mother. What say you? To Mercy. Mercy screams. She turned Flora's milk to blood. She had bade us keep secret from you. It was just a jest to keep her. Jonas interrupts. She made a bargain with Satan. She signed his book. Thomason screams. Silence.
Yee.
Yeet, yeet. Mercy screams. Don't let her near me. She'll put a curse on me. Thomason's crying at this point. They conspire against me. Thomason is a witch.
A witch.
Thomason looks at Mercy in a death stare. Nay, I'll not hear it. I'll have proof, or heaven help thee. On thy knees. He points to Thomason. Thomason drops to her knees, still pointing. As Thomason's on her knees, she glares up at Father. Look me in the eye, daughter. Dost thou love the word of God? Crazy thing is, I'm watching this film. It pops back as far as like crazy thing as I'm watching the film pops back to I'll have proof. Fuck it, I don't know. Fuck it. Thomason says, yes. Love you the Bible, love your prayer. Yes, yes. Father looks at Mother, then back at Thomason. We are children of sin all, yet I tell thee, I have raised up no witch in this house. Let us pray, then we need fear nothing. We should never lie upon to the wicked one. Father's breathing heavily. Pray for thy brother. The family kneels to Caleb's aid. You must believe us, says Mercy. Evil wretched, Thomason says. You fucking evil wretched little bitch. Mother and Father. Thomason! The twins scream. Father screams. Fuck. Father says, pray. Pray. They all start to pray. Everyone at once. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Jonas, pray. Jonas, pray. Crying Jonas, I cannot. Remember my prayer. Suddenly stops. Starts to moan. What? No, I cannot. The twin. Fuck it. No, I cannot, says Mercy. The twins are hunched, holding their stomachs in pain. Mother, what nonsense is this? Speak, children. The twins are in pain, crying, Our Father, which art in heaven. The twins are crying like nobody's business right now. Hallowed be thy name. The twins scream, Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Thomason, pray you beasts, get on thy knees. Pray you beasts, get on thy knees and pray. The twins scream, ah! Thomason! This is fucking horror. Because as they're saying Thomason is the witch, Caleb is convulsing and fucking going batshit in his body, and the twins are like mimicking it because they're the little wicked, little wretched souls.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
like
they're little shit. So they're trying to make it like where Thomason is going to get in fucking trouble for this shit. As the twins fall to the ground as if possessed, they start having seizures, wailing about and squirming as if they're dying. They're screaming their fucking heads off. I don't hear this. This is not so.
I'm so pissed at the twins right now.
Twins, they're my favorite though. They're my favorite because
they're my
it's like,
favorite, but like at the same time, I'm like, I want to like just
rip their fucking heads off.
I want to grab their shirts and be like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing, twins?
Like, shut up!
You came out of me, and I can put you back up in there."
Oh my god. That sounds painful.
That would be painful. They're like 80 foot tall. The twins screaming in pain. Caleb howls and is awakened. Looking at 11 o'clock again, something is hovering over this fucking family. Like, something is afoot.
Afoot.
Something is afoot. Gasping, Caleb screams, It's her! A cat! A crow! A raven! A three-legged dog! A wolf! I thought about that all week. Oh, I would see like I saw something that says like someone was talking about Finn Wolfhard, and I was like, Wolfhard?
Oh, were we with?
Are we with?
Was that with Courtney Rocket?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Ooh, scramble name.
With Rocket. With Rocket.
With
With a whoop, flap, skip, nup, bush, bush, skip, skip, snap, bush, bush. Caleb is awake, gasping for air. It's her! A cat! A crow! A raven! A three-legged dog! A hoof! Ah! He moans and screams loudly. She desires my body! Then the twins scream, she desires of my blood! Satan upon me! Screams Caleb. Thomason. Twins. She desires of my blood! The twins are Larry, Moe, and fucking Curly right now. Do you know who those people are?
the Three Stooges.
Oh, nice!
I know stuff.
I like that.
I know stuffs.
Curly would get on his side and he would like run. Mm-hmm. So that's what the kids reminded me of. Stomping their feet, the twins are on their backs, wailing and convulsing. All children are speaking over one another. Thomason looks on in horror. Caleb, she sends him upon me. Caleb looks up at noon. My Lord, my Jesus, save me. In a broken voice. My Lord, my Jesus, save me. Mother says, think on Christ. She sends her devils. Caleb bangs his head backwards towards the pillow. I am thine enemy, wallowing in my blood of my sins. Fuck. I am thine enemy, wallowing in the blood of my sins. Mother grabs Father and Thomason's hands in prayer. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Children are screaming, perverse hymns. Screaming perverse hymns. He maketh me lie in green pastures. He maketh me lie down in still water. I am thine enemy, Caleb screams. Prayers overlap. I am thine enemy. Mother, Thomason, and Father, wallowing on the blood of the filth of my sin, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Caleb collapses. Caleb looks around at his family. Thomason says, Caleb? The trio looks on to Caleb as if he was just born in a cavern of hope and exhaustion. Mother leans into Caleb. Caleb's now in a place of heavenly stature. Caleb is smiling. Caleb is breathing. Caleb is awake. Caleb is aware. Mother rubs his right temple and says this because Caleb is 100. Caleb says, cast a light of continence. Cast a light of constance. Cast a light of continence upon me. He's smiling. Spread over me the lap of thy love. Wash me in the overflowing. Fuck it, I'll do it over. The whole goddamn thing.
No, damn it.
Conjuring one.
Fuck.
Cast a light of continence upon me. Caleb's smiling. Spread over me the lap of thy love. Wash me in the ever-flowing fountains of thy blood. Holy thine, I am my sweet Lord Jesus. My Lord, my love, kiss me with the kisses of thy mouth. Caleb touches his mouth with his hand as if he was holding 5 fingers out. Touching his lips. How lovely art thou. Caleb folds his arm to cross his chest in an X. They embrace my Lord. Caleb starts to laugh like nobody's business, laughing out loud. His arms out like Christ. My Lord, my love, my soul's salvation, take me to thy lap. Now he's laughing like the Joker. Arms out like Christ. Caleb is falling backwards, moans of joy, whispering back to his resting place. Comfortable, Caleb is lying down. Caleb moans. Caleb rests. Caleb's breathing heavy. Caleb's breathing slow. Caleb stops breathing. BM!
Bye-bye, Caleb.
Bye-bye, Caleb.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch. See you later.
Is that where you're ending? Oh, shit.
That's good, right?
That's a
That's
good
right?
fucking...
I had to fucking do that.
Okay.
Well, how he wakes is how we ended the last one. I dove like a little bit further, but I'm like, no, this is going to be 5 episodes. This is going to be...
Might as well.
We're at 50 minutes, so I mean... It's cool.
So fuck it.
It's so good. Yeah, I had to end it with that. So let me show you this. I'll be right back. I'm a stickler. I'm a fucking stickler for clothing.
Sorry. I was doing Jeopardy. Oh, okay.
So I'm a stickler for. I get a lot of my concert tees, skate tees, whatever. I get them dry cleaned, but everything's so expensive now that I learned that I can just wash. Really wash a lot of my blacks that have graphics on it in cold water.
Do you have any other colored clothes besides black? I don't think I've seen you wear any other color.
I have.
Besides our Haberdish uniforms.
Yeah, when I first started, I was like, I can't wear that. I got to wear a black shirt under it. And she's like, you can't do that. But when I was in the Navy, we wore white shirts with dungarees.
I forget that you were in the fucking Navy.
Well, what's crazy is I can't just say.
Did you know Bradley was in the Army?
Seriously?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
I talked that last week.
Yeah.
We talked about that last week.
He was in the Army.
I have to talk to him. Thank you for serving, Bradley. Bradley Bradlinson.
I'm not gonna think him too much. He's fine.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him a lot.
Oh, if he heard that, he'd laugh.
He would laugh.
He knows I was just joking. Tee.
So I hurriedly did some laundry and basically ruined a shirt.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is from Black Sheep. Shout out Black Sheep Skate
Black
Shop.
Black Philippe.
I ruined it. I ruined it. But guess what?
What?
Everything happens for a reason. That's
Why?
how we met. Just everything happens for a reason.
Wait.
If I wouldn't have taken Chef Alex and taken him into the salon and cut his hair, and then we talked about ghost hunting and we ghost hunted, and then that was like the spreading the word, and then you mentioned, hey, are you the guy that ghost hunts? Like anyway. So
yeah,
that happens for a reason. If I wouldn't have cut his hair, we wouldn't be here today. Hire. You want a haircut? So yeah, I didn't dry it, but when I pulled it out, I was like, fuck, because it's a thick print and it's really cute. It's got a little sheep on it,
little black
little
sheep
guy, and he's all broken because I washed it on hot heat. But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take it. You know about Lotus's shirt, right? She had a shirt made that says it's got the cat that's drooling. Have you seen that meme?
I think so.
Okay, so the cat's drooling, and she put, "What's up, baby G?"
Oh God!
And guess what? The G looks like a C, so it looks like from afar, "What's up, BBC?"
Oh.
So I'm gonna get this
girl,
BB Black Philippe. Fuck yeah! Everything happens for a reason. How awesome is that? BB Black Philippe. And I'm gonna shadow box it and I'm gonna put it right there.
Oh my God!
So it's gonna be a whole wall of fucking Black Phillip. Yep. Guess what? It's time for Creepy Connie's Corner.
Creepy Connie's Corner.
It's Creepy Connie Corner. Creepy Connie Corner.
So I want to talk about. So I started watching Teacup on Peacock.
Oh, yes, let's talk.
That shit is so.
I haven't started it.
So effing good.
That is with. What's her name?
Yup.
From Fallout.
The blonde? Or.
I think she. Is she from Fallout?
I don't know. But. So basically, it's farm country. And it's like farm neighbors. Right? And the mom's a vet, and shit starts going whack with the animals. Power is acting weird. Shit is just starting to get all sorts of fucky. And you're like, what the hell is going on? And then all of a sudden the little boy goes missing. And then there's just this dude in like a gas mask spray painting a blue line on their property. And you're just kind of like, what the fuck is happening?
Wow.
And I'm not going to go more into detail, but there's like alien shit. You think there's like a murderer. There's assassins. There's like, he's saying like, there's instructions of like, don't cross the line. Don't trust anybody. And they're all like trapped. But it is it's a mind fuck. Like, I don't know. They're stuck. There's secrets. Yes, her.
Maggie Chenoweth.
Yes.
She was in Dexter.
Yes, she played.
No. That's her. Fuck. Yvonne Strahovski. Maggie Chenoweth is, I think, the character she plays. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Because it's on Peacock. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I want to watch that because I've heard a lot about it, and I was gonna dive deep. What I was thinking of was
It's really good. It's so far it's still got me in like a mind fuck. Like I'm like I don't know who to trust, who to believe, what's going on. Like
a boy's missing, right? That's the whole premise.
The boy comes back.
Oh, don't tell me.
The boy comes back.
Okay.
And then more freaky shit starts happening, and there's just
freaky shit.
Yeah,
I love that.
Aliens, true crime,
your
cheating.
Favorite.
Seems like some sort of weird possession thing happening.
Okay. All the angles.
A lot of weird angles,
I like that.
And I don't know what to be scared of or what to be like, who to be rooting for.
Nice.
It's weird.
I like that. And
there's a little bit of love. There's
like
like a teenage love story going on in there too.
Okay.
And then you're just like,
what is going on?
I can't focus. It's perfect for my ADHD because there's so much stuff going on that I'm like, ooh, yes, this story, this plot line, this plot line, and then they all connect, and I'm just like, ooh.
While you're multitasking, it's like
while I'm doing homework,
watching a multitasking
while I'm doing homework and eating.
Wow, that's awesome. I know.
And then building a Lego set on the side.
I love that.
That's gonna be me tonight when I get home.
They came out with the burrows, and it pisses me off because it's like $300, and I was like, I can't do it anymore. Because at one moment I was building the sets. And I was filming.
the Gringotts set.
Oh yeah, it's so cool because it's got the bottom area.
Yes, that's my favorite part.
Oh my
god,
it's so good. It's so good.
I can't wait.
So I would build. My name is Jeremiah the Lego on YouTube, and I would build the set. I would build the set and film it and do like a.
Like a time lapse?
Like a time lapse, yeah.
Oh, cool.
They call it something else.
I've done that with while building one of my models for architecture.
Oh, see, I love that. I used Dragonframe.
I used my iPhone.
Dragonframe is the editing software, so you have like a little remote control that you can do.
I have to have the Adobe
pictures.
Creative Cloud for school, so I just use like Premiere and Photoshop.
All right,
and
I use Premiere. Mm-hmm. I like Premiere.
I don't know how to use it well. I'm not good.
I got pretty good at it. The thing is I was building the sets, like I had the camera up here, the DSLR up here, knocking, and I would build the set, and I'd have to like do paint my nails and everything, so it just kind of fit, and then I would do stop motion.
Ooh.
So my favorite was Lotus came up to me one day, probably 3 years ago.
Wallace and Gromit claymation.
Yes. And they're about two. They're about.
We're going on an adventure.
They're about 45 seconds long, but the first one that I did, Lotus comes up to me and she's like, "Look what I did, Dada!" And it was Hagrid. She took his beard off, and then she put Hagrid's head back on it, and he looked like a pedo. So I immediately thought, I'm going to do that. Thanks, Lotus, for taking his beard off. So
I sobbed when he passed.
Oh yeah, same. And
what's her name just passed too? McGonagall.
Yes, and you mentioned McGonagall because we talked about the robes.
Yes.
You mentioned McGonagall or Snape, and that was the 2 episodes ago. Mm-hmm. And she passed.
Maggie Smith. That's her
name. Dame Maggie Smith. Yes.
Dame Maggie Smith. Professor McGonagall.
Loved her and everything she did.
One of my favorite lines that she has is when it's in Deathly Hallows, and she gets all of the stone statues down to defend the school, and she's like, "I've always wanted to use that spell." She gets so giddy.
Yeah, well, it's giddy and like that kind of like scoff, and it's like there's shit going down.
Yeah,
like,
and she's just like,
people are dead. So yeah, I huge Harry Potter fan, and
Me too.
It stings.
I know you're a Slytherin, but I'm a Gryffindor.
I figured you were a Gryffindor.
You knew it.
I figured you were a Hufflepuff.
Let's go. Oh damn! Not all gays are Hufflepuffs.
Oh, star.
Just because I'm a little bit queer.
Queered.
Queered.
A24 has a movie coming out called Queer, and it's with Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
And God, I'm all over the fucking place.
I don't. This
Daniel
is
Craig,
perfect.
you have to see this. It's 1950s, so you can't be gay, and it's really sweet because he kind of catches eyes.
Wait,
with
this
this
is
guy.
A24?
This is A24.
Oh, so this shit's about
it's
to
gonna
be
be good. It's
creepy.
called Queer, and Daniel Craig is playing like a 50-plus-year-old gay man. I want to say
Location?
in New York. What's that?
I was about to say it better be fucking New York.
I can't wait to watch. There's so many things that we talk about that I never show you. I'm like, I'll show you later. And then when I'm editing, I'm like, damn, I never showed her. So he catches eye with this guy.
Start keeping notes.
And it's I know. He catches eye with this guy, and it's electricity from the first time they meet.
It's love at first sight.
So this is what he does
in Hotel Transylvania. The zing.
Oh yes,
they get the zing.
the zing. I don't do Adam Sandler.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
I'll just my Uber is actually here,
Uber?
so I gotta go.
I was gonna say I'll Uber lift you.
What, sir? What?
I don't know. I'm editing all
that-
this shit. Starting over. I'm doing a sports fucking podcast.
Damn.
Becky's
Go
lost.
sports. We can do that. We can do that. On the
We can do
side.
this. So yeah, it's called sports. We don't know shit about it. So there's balls, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ball or two.
So Daniel Craig
Daniel Craig, queer.
playing in. He's the protagonist in A24 is Queer. This is all I'm going to show you or tell you. He catches eyes with this young, handsome dude, and you feel the electricity at the beginning. So he follows said guy into the restaurant.
Yeah.
The guy's very, very posh, and he's half his age. He's sitting alone at a table smoking a cigarette, and this is what Daniel Craig does. This is what he does.
Oh, not the walk. Oh, the bow. Oh.
And this is what the guy does.
Oh, ew. Like
So Daniel Craig
this
is like-
motherfucker.
Yeah, so Daniel Craig walks in like an actor,
And he bows.
He bows in this scarecrow-esque way that's kind of creepy, but
Yeah.
he's wanting to impress, being like, "Hey, I'm gay. I know we caught eyes outside. I'm going to introduce myself to you, and you're never going to fucking forget this moment." And then the guy smoking the cigarette looks away like, "Who the
Gives
fuck
him
is
the
this old
side-eye
man?"
boom, like,
And
what
it's
the
really
hell?
wild. It's really wild.
And you're just kinda like,
and it
ooh.
is that ageism, sexism. You cannot be gay during this time frame.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to fucking see it.
I hope they do a good job with like telling that part of the story.
I think that's what they want you to
that part, like how hard it was.
Oh, God.
How secretive you had to be, and how people felt they needed to be because there's just so much that goes into that I just hope they do it justice. I hope they do that part justice.
And I'm sure they will.
I have faith.
Oh, yes.
I have faith.
Well, it's A24.
I have faith.
I've been thinking about getting an A24 tattoo.
Right across your damn forehead.
In my nostrils.
You're just going.
It's
A24.
like, who's your favorite? Sorry, I spit on you every time.
No, it doesn't reach me usually.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's why you're way over there.
Yeah, that's why I stay way back.
So I got another shore boom coming. I think it's coming tomorrow. But guess where our guests are gonna sit?
Where? Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So the boom will come that way. We'll have them seated there. I'll probably maneuver and have the thing there. But I have to tell you this. So everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
I have a friend named Patrick Porter, and we had the Christian rap group growing up.
Not the Christian
We were
rap
called
group.
No Pet Pigs because, and I think in Revelations in the Bible,
Yeah.
you couldn't have pigs for pets. Which I'm gonna side. So Lotus and I, for Christmas, she already knows we're going to Orlando. We're going on a cruise, and we're gonna swim with pigs in the Bahamas.
I love that.
It's like we can scuba, we can swim with dolphins, which we've already done. We can do this. We can do all these meandering, detailed things that are on the island, but we get to swim with the pigs inhabit. I think it's called Pig Island, and we get to swim and hang out with them.
That's so
I'm
cool.
super excited. And then after that,
Are they like little pigs?
They're like the little pigs, they're little cute, and you get to feed them like carrots and corn, and there's like hundreds of them. I'm so excited.
go.
So we're gonna do that.
I want to go to there.
Christmas. So 13th month of the year is Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. So
Yo.
Christmas and New Year's is the worst time for hairstylists because everyone gets their hair done prior. So what you're getting are gift cards, which are already paid for, and what you're getting is great aunts that are here visiting. We've heard so much about you. You're never going to see them again, so it's sad. So it's like a transit. So I take that week off, and I'm going to take Lotus somewhere really cool. Last year we did like a Harry Potter like Universal
that's
tour.
so
It was
cool.
fucking awesome.
I want to go to Harry Potter
You haven't
Universal.
been?
I haven't been.
It's so fucking cool. You can come with us.
Next
I'll
time?
put you in the stowaway.
Oh, perfect.
I'll put you in a suit. I'll cut you into little itty bitty pieces.
Okay, maybe not
I'll
cut
put
me
you-
up.
I'll
I can
cut
just
you
like
up into
curl
itty bitty
up.
pieces.
I could just get a big suitcase. I'll just curl up in there.
Like, there's something breathing in there. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. We'll stop not
You
breathing.
soddy suitcase.
You soddy suitcase. Don't worry. We're going to Harry Potter. It's magic. It's not creepy Connie.
It's definitely not a
Definitely not creepy
human's.
Connie. So
I'll unzip
Unzip it
myself
just in a
when I get
straw.
under the plane.
straw. You're breathing through a fucking. And it's like, and I'm playing a joke on you. You're going to pass out because I gave you a loop-de-loop straw.
No, I have to be like.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's a magical suitcase. So I take the whip.
The whip.
Oh, you were there, but I'm going to tell you. I was able to park the Gloom
The gloom.
in front of Haberdish,
You.
and it got a lot of attention.
You.
And I was kind of like, my feet weren't touching the ground. I was kind of like coasting because I was like,
Hell yeah.
I never question anything I do, but I questioned this purchase because I got a 6-door Cadillac that we're going to do ghost tours in, ghost haunts, and I could advertise the podcast on the side, which I'm going to get it wrapped. I didn't get to tell you that. And I actually got a personal license plate that says The Gloom, and the front of it says L'Obscurite.
What are you getting it wrapped in?
It's going to say Revival Horror Podcast, just like the shirt.
Okay, perfect.
On the side, like
Perfect.
the Japanese cars have like all the decals and stuff.
Perfect.
It'll say it on that. Then on the back trunk, I'm going to get Revival Horror Podcast, and on the other side, it's going to say Gloom, The Gloom, Ghost Tours and Haunts. And the difference between ghost tours and haunts is ghost tours, you're in the car, and we're going to Plaza, Noda, and Uptown. There's 17 places that we can visit. The haunts we'll park at Elmwood Cemetery, and we'll do a little walk, and we'll do like the spirit box and the EMF reader. I got an EMF mics coming, and they have a new thing at Ghost Stop. Shout out Ghost Stop. They have a dead bell that you place in a place that's haunted. And if the ghosts or the spirit or the entity or whatever wants to communicate with you,
They ring the bell.
they ring the bell. And I've seen videos, and it's fucking haunting.
That's
But the
good
bell's like
shit.
$300, and I can't do that. I'll sell my soul to the devil.
I'm gonna just buy a
Buy a
bell
dead
from
bell.
Target.
Well, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work.
I'm gonna put my energy into it.
When you're cut up into little bitty itty bitty pieces,
Yes.
I'm gonna cut you up in
Put my
itty bitty
energy
pieces.
into this random bell from Target, and then or the Walmarts.
Walmart.
The Walmarts.
Well, you're a Star Wars fan, right?
Yes.
When Obi-Wan tells Jar Jar Binks to like stop fucking being a piece of shit,
Yeah.
and he's like, "What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut you up in itty bitty pieces." I love that part. I love that. So that's
so
fucking cool,
good.
mimicking.
Did you
So-
watch Obi-Wan?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so
okay,
fucking good. So fucking
did you
good.
have you watched like all those little side
I've
shows?
watched all of them except for I'm waiting on Lotus. So we went to the beach one spring break. There was torrential downpour one day. We had to stay in. So Lotus is like, I'm bored. And I'm like, you're at the beach. You can't be bored. She's like, I'm bored. So I was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it on Disney Plus, and we're going to watch something. She found The Bad Batch. We watched every fucking episode.
That's
back to back to
awesome.
back to back to back. Ordered pizza. Back to back to back to back to back. And she's like, Dad, why didn't you tell me Star Wars is enveloped of the three things that I love: robots, creatures, and animals? And I'm like, dude, I've been
Star
trying to
Wars
get
is
you
the
to get
best.
this from the beginning. I was a Star Wars and am a Star Wars junkie.
I love Star Wars.
So we then did everything in chronological order,
Yes.
which I did that with Ethan,
yeah.
and I did that. I was
Well,
Got-
so mine was a little different. I started with the first three.
okay.
Those are the first ones that I watched.
The
And then-
original?
Yeah, the
The
original.
original
The
first
very
three.
first movies.
Okay.
Because those were what that's what my dad wanted
Okay.
me to see. And I've watched all of it like chronologically, and then all of the side shows, and then whenever I'm feeling like it, I'll like watch all of the side shows and movies in chronological order. Like I'll usually do that during finals I need something on in the background while I'm working on my projects, and I'll like watch all the shows and movies in order.
That's cool.
For like 2 weeks straight.
That's cool. I love it. I would never get Chewbacca tattooed on my ass, or on the front.
Speaking of Star Wars, but kind of like, oh wait, you were gonna say you're a big Chewbacca fan. You big Chewbacca fan? Yeah, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. But not horror. No
whores.
No whores.
Star Wars whores.
But Harrison Ford is in a new show called Shrinking.
I've heard.
And it's on Apple TV. Mm-hmm. So fucking good.
I hear it's great.
It's so I've cried, I've laughed. I love
Harrison Ford. I love Harrison Ford's he fucking hates Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like he was a carpenter, set designer on George Lucas's first film, American Gigolo or something like that.
And he just kind of like happened upon the role of Han Solo.
And they wrote him into the thing, and Han Solo is iconic. So when the
Millennium Falcon and Chewie and him, iconic. The trio.
So much to talk about. The Star Wars.
We started another podcast just about Star Wars.
Galaxy's Edge at Disney.
Yeah.
Lotus wasn't a fan of Star Wars then, because this was like 2 years later, because we went 2019 before COVID was rampant in Europe. It didn't hit here.
Yeah,
so
we were in New York when that was happening.
Wow.
I was in Manhattan for Christmas.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I believe I was in Manhattan the first week of December. I was in New York the first week of December.
That's crazy. We were so close to being there at the same time.
That would have been crazy. I would have been like, oh gosh, she looks like she could podcast.
Yeah,
because I was going to start a podcast in 2019 with a good friend of mine, Keith. Shout out Keith, the boozologist at Southern Spirits. So we were going to start. We're going to start a podcast. We were going to trash. This is not what I do. Keith, I love Keith from Southern Spirits, the boozologist. I love him. He's like a brother to me. We finish each other's sentences. I'm in there buying like good bourbon, and we would just follow up where we left off. It's just a great friendship, and I was like, we should do a podcast. Like, we should watch rom-coms and like B movies and just fucking tear them apart.
Not B movies.
While we're drinking
like
a sponsored
like bottle.
So he knows everyone in the fucking industry.
Yeah,
and a lot of people in the industry know him or have heard of him. So I've asked a couple of the bartenders at Haberdish, and they're like, yeah, I've heard of him. He's a boozologist. He writes like a newsletter, and it's so hilarious, but he's a genius. Yeah. He's a genius.
When it comes to booze.
And a genius comes to everything. Comedy, movies, books. Like,
he's just one of those guys. He's one of those guys.
Awesome
he's
dude.
Those guys.
So we were going to drink booze. We were going to... 5 more minutes. We were going to drink booze. We were going to dissect. No, we were going to trash movies, and the podcast was going to be called ... It's trademarked, so you can't fucking take it. Whiskey Dicks.
Love.
So Star Wars. We start watching Star Wars. We watch it in chronological order. She's fucking obsessed. We go to conventions, and she's a stormtrooper. We go to conventions. She's obsessed. Now, I only have one Star Wars tattoo, and it's my music. It's my DJ name, Druxfit. Drux, J-R-V-X. Drux, V as in you. Druxfit. And the exclamation point, because I was going to have a production company when I did film and recorded like DJs and recorded film, is called Fuck It Productions. So Fuck It is Druxfit, F-I-T. Fuck It. And the two lines, which were here, that's the exclamation point. And in Urabesh, the Star Wars alphabet, the two lines is the exclamation point. So I said that was pretty cool. So
that is pretty cool.
I'm going to dive in with my haunt in a second, but I have to tell you this story. It's really great. Harry Potter ruined Star Wars. That's what Lotus said. So when we did that, I said, we're going to go see the third Fantastic Beasts in the theater. That was her first.
Fantastic Beasts is a good one.
I always say adult movie, but that was her first non-animated movie in the theater.
Yeah.
And we saw it in 4D. And after that, she's obsessed with the movies. But she's like, I have to say Harry Potter ruined Star Wars for me because
Why
she loves.
she say that?
I know it's two different entities, but she was so into Star Wars, which she still likes it, loves it, but she likes Harry Potter more. And that's why we went to Universal last year, and we're going to do the cruise and do the Universal Studios again this year. So for Christmas, so that's going to be awesome. But
awesome.
This is my favorite Star Wars story. You ready? I was obsessed with Star Wars. I had all of the figures. I had vehicles. I had the play sets. Everything. Every birthday was Star Wars. Everything was themed. My room. Everything was themed. Everything Star Wars. And my little brother, he's 5 years younger than me. I told him if he ever fucking touched my Star Wars toys, I would kill him. Period.
Yeah.
So one day I come home from playing outside.
Did you
in the
touch my
snow.
drum set?
Yeah, you touched my drum set?
Swear on your mom's life.
Down to my ball bush. My ball fro. I told him if he touched, I was 8, he was 3. You touch my fucking Star Wars, I will fucking kill you. And I meant it. So I come from playing outside. It snowed out. And it snowed out with Gwen Stefani. And I see my baskets open. And my favorite toy of Star Wars figures is Luke Hoth. Still to this day, I probably have fucking 20 of them. Some of them not even opened. And
That's kinda cool, though.
Luke Hoth is my favorite. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite. And I'm looking, there's like 6 or 7 figures missing, and I'm fucking pissed. I go outside, he's playing with them in the snow, and I wring his fucking neck. I found every one of them except for Luke Hoth.
Oh. To this day.
To this day.
Still pissed.
It everything happens for a reason. I do believe in fate. I do believe in karma. We had a puppy, and my parents have always trained their dogs to pee on the newspaper, which doesn't make fucking sense because they pee in the house after that. Like you can't scold a dog if he's pissing on your fucking Hemingways.
Yeah.
So
It's pissing on the times.
I go into the bathroom. Our little beagle, who was about 7 or 8 months old, took a big old shit. I took the turd and I wrapped it up in a Snickers wrapper. Now, back in the day, you didn't have fun size. You didn't have king size. You had just a regular Snicker bar.
You just had Snickers.
So I took the turd and I wrapped it in a Snickers bar wrapper and I gave it to my brother and he ate the whole goddamn thing.
You're fucking lying.
He ate the whole fucking thing. You would think after that first peanut that's missing.
Yeah.
No, this is. He had
How
it
old
all
was
over
he?
his fucking 3 years old. He had it
Oh,
all over his
well,
face.
he was 3.
All over his hair. He don't fuck with
Gross.
my Star Wars. And then my dad
Fucking
comes in
gross.
early from work, and I immediately knew I was about to get fucking lashed.
Oh,
This
hell
fucker
yeah,
had
you
doo doo
were.
all over his
If I
face.
was your mom, I'd be pissed at you.
Think
I would
about
be
it.
pissed.
This is how I eat a Snickers.
Yeah.
This motherfucker had shit in his ear, in his hair, the back of his neck.
Well,
He
he's
had
fucking
doo-doo.
3. No,
had doo-doo.
I'm low-key on your brother's side. This is fucked up.
He had doo-doo fucking under his toes.
You're terrible.
No, don't fuck with my Star Wars.
I don't give a shit. That's
If you
terrible.
ever leave me, Connie, you're getting a Snicker.
Oh, fuck no. I'm never accepting a candy bar from you.
Trick or treat,
ever.
bitch.
Fuck you. You see that? That's gonna be you. If I get a candy bar full of shit.
I'm a bug. Jesus. Hollow Man, get him.
The prison break.
All right, so this is gonna rock your soul. All right, you ready? I have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. Being.
Me?
I have a really incredible guest.
Me.
You. I have a really, really, really incredible guest. I've been cutting his hair since he was maybe 6th grade. Mm-hmm. His name's Fletcher, and he is a YouTube fucking legend.
Okay.
Fletcher the Fisherman. He has over 314,000 subscribers.
Period.
He is a cool dude. He's so easy to talk to, and he's one of my favorites. He has fished with a lot of famous people. He has fished with.
That's really cool.
With a lot of famous people's kids. He has fished with.
The Nepo babies.
Yes, he is He does these really cool challenges where he catches a bass with an iPhone. Happy Meal toys. Fast food. Oh God, he does like these. He did a $50 Temu challenge, like a $50 budget Temu challenge, where him and his other like YouTubers will fish with weird shit. He did one which is relevant today. Ring pops, gummy bears, gummy worms, and red vines, like Twizzlers. So he would fish with that and catch shit. And he's got a following. These people are obsessed. He was at Dick's Sporting Goods, I think at South Park, and or not South Park, but someone like somewhere in Charleston or something. And these kids ran up to him, and he was like he was One Direction. He was Harry Styles. Like these people, one guy's like, "Will you please sign my Charmander?" And he signed it. So
not the Charmander.
I think he has a video that's got about 61 million views, and The Rock has kind of a similar video with only 48 million. So I mean that should ring your bell. Creepy Connie. That's pretty good, right?
That is pretty good.
I think it's pretty cool. So he has a video that's 1.7 million views, and he was with these guys, and as one of his YouTuber friends was talking, you hear and he looks over, and Fletcher, one of the other guys, had cast out and caught Fletcher in the cheek.
Oh, fuck.
The video is so fucking good because he doesn't take any medicine. He has to go to urgent care, and the lady doesn't know what to do. The video is epic. I'll send it to you. But we talked about
I've been fishing and someone's gotten a hook stuck in them.
But it's ironic though. It's
Yeah.
ironic that he's Fletcher the Fisherman and he got hooked.
Yeah, that's actually really funny.
So he asked about the podcast, and I gave him all the info about Go Aggies, about Texas, which is really awesome, Texas A&M, and we were talking about everything, and he was congratulating us on this success. And I said, do you believe in ghosts? Mm-hmm. And he's like, no. He's like, I don't. Or he said, I want to believe. He believes in aliens. He believes in all of that. He loves science. We talked about SpaceX and everything else. And he didn't outright say no. He just said, he wants to believe. And he said, I have a story for you. Ooh. So he told me this story, and I'm going to do it backwards how he told me. When he was a little boy, he would go to his parents' room and sleep in their bed, and he would see ghosts flying around the ceiling.
Oh.
And he didn't know if that was just a young memory of a dream he had or a nightmare he had, but that's a memory that he had. He told me that they were filming, I think it was 2 years ago, fishing for the channel, and they went to this estate that would be really cool because they did a GPS challenge.
Yeah.
And it took him to this really weird estate that was gated. They asked permission to get in. They got in. And then when they asked the help there, because there was a ton of people there, if they could fish in this body of water, they said no, it wouldn't be. Right. So they went to another location. They're in a cemetery now. And he said this fucking duck was quacking at him and following him. Just him. Everywhere he went fishing at this place. Pretty cool. Cemetery with the body of water and a duck following him.
That's
just
weird.
Him. Crazy. This is gonna this
It gets worse?
It gets better. This shook me. All right. Fletcher's asleep about a year ago. I believe. He's asleep, and all of a sudden he feels this burst of energy in his head. Mm-hmm. He's dreaming as if he's dreaming as if he's what's it, lucid dreaming? Yeah. So he's watching himself sleep.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he puts his hands into, I believe, his head or his chest. Ooh, and all of a sudden that energy fulfills his body. He fucking sits up at 90 degrees and he's just electric. And it goes from the tip of his head all the way through his body, out his toes, shoots across the room, the fucking bathroom light cuts on. When he's telling me this, I'm like, what?
That gives me chills.
Chills! I think this is probably number one.
Holy
he's
shit.
He's just skeptical, is open. But
How are you still skeptical? How are you skeptical
I think
after
it's beautiful.
that shit?
I've never heard this story.
Yeah, but how is he still only skeptical?
His mother calls him, and his grandfather passed away that night.
Oh.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that?
Yeah, like I just had a weight wash over me.
Holy smokes! I'm like the twins convulsing.
You gotta have the scissors far away. You're just like,
thank goodness I'd already cut him. I'd already cut him.
Yeah.
I'd already cut his throat. But yeah, when he told me that, I was like,
that was his grandfather.
That was his grandfather.
Being like, I'm gonna miss you, bud.
And it went through him. Like he's like watching himself sleep. He puts his hands inside of himself, and then all of a sudden that energy sits up at 90. The energy like just flows through him, shoots towards, and the fucking bathroom light comes on.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
I'm like, what did you do? And he's like, I went and turned the bathroom light off.
This guy.
It was so, but yeah, we love you, Fletcher. Congratulations on all your success. Oh yeah, this is Creepy Connie.
And this is King Jeremy the Wicked.
The Wicked. And we are Revival Horror Podcast. Follow us on all social medias. Still working on that Patreon. It's getting like a broken fucking record. Just get your Patreon working. But everybody's busy and everything's fucking expensive. But we are
is fucking crazy.
Halloween-y, and you are Halloween-er.
Wiener.
Why are all witches lesbian? Why are all lesbians witches? Why are all lesbians? Fuck. Lesbians.
Why are lesbians witches?
Why are all lesbians? Fuck it, man. I'm not even
Not
telling.
all lesbians are witches.
Not all witches are lesbians. But why are all witches lesbians?
But
because they don't like Halloweenies.
Oh, bruh.
Scapegoat. Monies.
Ba-dum.
Dad jokes. God damn.
You're welcome.
Hot damn.
Sorry,
yes,
that
we
just
are on
happened upon
socials.
me.
Follow us on everything. We're on everything. Keep it creepy, guys, and be safe tonight. It is Halloween. We love you. We adore you.
We love
Creepies.
Love.
Keep it spooky. Goodbye. Bye. Do it again. Bye. Or best part of Hereditary was it was quiet in the theater, and I went. Goodbye. Penis.
Been listening to Revival, a horror podcast starring Jeremy the Wicked and Creepy Connie.